King Midas was the ruler of Phrygia, an ancient kingdom in Anatolia, modern-day Turkey. Now, in some tellings, Midas wasn't even supposed to get his golden touch. It was his daughter, Princess Chloe, who wished for it so she could build a golden statue of the god Dionysus. But when he touched her, she turned to gold. So then Midas went to the god Pan and asked him to reverse the spell, which he did by bathing in the River Pactolus, and the sands of that river were said to become rich in gold thereafter. But there was a real King Midas who ruled Phrygia around the 8th century BC, and historians generally believe that the mythical story was a later invention, perhaps as a warning against the dangers of unchecked desire. You see, Midas was a powerful ruler who's mentioned in many ancient texts, including those from Assyria, where he's called Meta of the Mushki, and he's likely the same guy described by the Greeks as King Midas. He was a fierce warrior who clashed with the mighty Assyrian Empire, and he's even said to have fought alongside the Spartans at the Battle of Plataea in 479 BCE. His capital was Gordium, and his dynasty was closely associated with the legendary Gordian knot, an enigmatic mass of rope or cordage that was said to hang in the temple of the mother goddess Cybele at the sanctuary of the great gods in nearby Samothrace. According to one tradition, the knot was so complicated that anyone who tried to untangle it would fail. But the only person who could do it was the future Alexander the Great. And when he cut the Gordian knot with his sword, it was an omen that he would become the ruler of all of Asia. Midas was famously wealthy, and archaeologists have found tons of lavish grave goods at his burial site, the Midas Mound in Gordium. But what really caught their attention was the large amount of gold. One chamber contained over 300 gold items, including jewelry, ornaments, and a solid gold crown. And the treasure was so abundant that some scholars believe that Midas's legendary love of gold may have been based on reality. The River Pactolus, which was said to have been made rich in gold by Midas's bathing, was located not far from his capital and was known for its plentiful supply of gold dust. So all that glitters may indeed be gold, especially if you're standing in the River Pactolus. But going back to the myth, the story of Midas is a reminder that sometimes the gods just untake our requests, because they don't understand us poor, simple mortals. And maybe King Midas didn't understand the dangers of messing with the divine either. After all, when you make a wish, be careful what you ask for, especially if it involves turning everything to gold.